Previously on Spokes and Scenery.
So why am I here today? Well, this is the last day of summer 2024. I've been wanting to come up to Ottawa again and do this ride for a while. If I don't do it now, I'm gonna put it off until next year. Oh, they've actually changed the transit way into a railway line. What? Where's the road? What the heck? They're putting the LRT here? That's the thing I always loved about living in Ottawa, and especially this neck of the woods in Ottawa, was it didn't feel like you were in a big city. Always lots of geese and ducks and stuff to feed around here. It's a beautiful little spot to come out and look over the Ottawa River.
And now.
Always a nice view. All right, let's keep on moving. Wind definitely makes a big difference to help keep me cool. Didn't take me long at all, just standing there by the water to start heating up. All right. Love this. This is just great. Today is also going to be a first for me because I've never actually taken my bike into Gatineau before. I know, it's crazy. I lived in Ottawa for a while and I biked all over the city, but I've never gone across into Quebec. I've gotten close to it on the Prince of Wales Bridge. It was closed to the public pretty much, but you could still get on it and walk. And one day I took my bike to see just how far across it I could get. And I got all the way across the Ottawa River. I didn't actually go into Gatineau, but I got right to the shore of Gatineau. And today, now the Prince of Wales Bridge is known as the William Commanda Bridge, and it's actually open as a multi-use pathway, which is absolutely fantastic. So that's the rail trail part of this trip. So for the first time, I'm going to be jumping on the William Commanda Bridge, and I can't wait to experience it. I've seen it a couple of times in one of my friends' videos, and it looks amazing. Use pathway. Oh, that's for pedestrians. Okay. So, getting close to it. And the whole thing is the trails and the journey on the Quebec side, I really don't know what they're like. I don't know what the surface is like. I don't know my way through the trails. So this is going to be kind of fun. Like I did mention earlier, I have plotted out my route, but what I'm noticing is that the footpath app doesn't seem to track where you are, so you got to constantly kind of move your map around to follow along. And yeah, that's not happening. So I'll be just kind of winging it through Gatineau, I think. Yeah, just absolutely a gorgeous day to be out. Just absolutely wonderful. So I wonder, looks like this has all been expanded out. I was wondering what the construction they were doing here is, and after seeing what they did with the transitway down by Algonquin College, I think that they're going to be putting the railway tracks down here, I guess. So might be running in the middle or something, I don't know. But that would make a lot of sense. And then that would take the LRT all the way down to Algonquin College, which would be huge. Wow. For the last day of summer, man, you really can't beat this. Someone right there doesn't want to give up summer. They're holding on to the very, very last dregs of the warm weather goes away. So yeah, this is so cool. Now, one of the things I always loved about living in Ottawa when I was here was all the bike paths and, you know, just how bike friendly the city is, especially compared to all the places that I grew up in before that. And people who live in Ottawa, they really don't know how good they have it. It's a bloody amazing place to be a cyclist. Yeah, I guess I continue straight. Kingston was not a bike-friendly city, and you learn defensive biking when you grew up cycling there, that's for sure. It's got a lot of really narrow roads, and back then even, drivers were really impatient. Now being in Brockville, it's kind of the same thing. It's not exactly a bike-friendly city to live in. It's also not that many people either, so it's not that horrible. I was kind of tempted to go down around the water in this section. I don't know if I want to. I'm kind of enjoying this. I know I'd get some good views down there and get to go underneath the road that crosses over into Gatineau, but how often do you get to bike on the former Sir John A. Macdonald Parkway and have it be totally your own? Especially me living outside the city now. So I think I'm just gonna keep on enjoying this experience until I get to the bridge. Sounds perfect for me. I've got a sneaking suspicion I am not making this light here. Man, looks like I'm right. All right, we are away. I have many memories of riding down there on that pathway to get downtown Ottawa. I even have some of riding on the parkway too, having to watch out for all the cars. I don't think they appreciated having me on the road, that's for sure. That's a nice view of the river. Kind of excited to get over on the other side and ride some of the paths there. I keep looking over just in anticipation of seeing the bridge. I know it's coming. And when you really anticipate something, you end up starting to look for it way before you're even near it. That's exactly what I'm doing here today. So unfortunately, when I get near people like that, pretty much got to mute my audio or replace it, because they're sitting there blasting out tunes and, you know, YouTube and their copyright strikes. I don't want to deal with that. All right, looks like I'm good. Gotta be near that O train stop. Now, what I'm not sure of is whether that was part of the New York Central train system or whether that was a different train system. There were a whole bunch of different railways that came into Ottawa, and a lot of them converged downtown. You know what this road needs? This needs more tar snakes. Even with the bumps, still fun. All right, should be the last road crossing. And then my bridge should be coming up right next after this one. Oh, bad timing. Now, I would have been on the pathway. Oh, this is closed. I can keep going. Sweet. There she is. All right. Can I detour? I can totally detour here. There we go. I gotta come on the pathway for at least this part. There it is. Former Prince of Wales Railway Bridge. I love that this is open up for people. When I was living here, I was like, why the hell don't they open this up for people to use? It still smells like train too. All right. go. This is it. First ride across. Oh. This is everything I hoped it would be. I might be quiet on this part of my journey. Wow, what a view. Yeah, this was so worth it. Hey, you can actually see the old railway tracks right there. That, I didn't know they left here. That is crazy cool that they're still here. I rode on those. That was my way across. And it's still here. I didn't think it was. I had no idea that the path shifted over to the west, left a little stretch of rail. Wow. Yeah. That just made my day. It makes sense they did that too, 'cause it's probably a lot cheaper just to shift it over. You don't have to lift the rails, get into any of that stuff. There's downtown Ottawa. There's Hull. Part of the larger metropolis of Gatineau, I guess. Look at this. Yeah, this part just puts a smile on my face, for sure. All right, now we're in the French section. I've got absolutely no idea what trail I'm gonna be taking. This is just gonna be winging it, playing it by ear. And as everybody knows, that is my favorite thing to do. So let's roll. Oh, this is great. Access au chantier. All I know is the one head east. So if this looks like it's heading east, I'm taking it. Ah, cool. This is amazing. I love this. Why the heck did I never bike? Oh yeah, that's right. Because there was no multi-use pathway that crossed over back then. And taking the bridges was always a pain in the butt because cars, wow. What a great view of Ottawa. Wow. Voyageur's pathway, that's most definitely one I want to take. Oh, cool. There's old railway tracks there. So we're detouring off here. This is very narrow. Alright, I got the go-ahead. Fairly easy to follow and make your way through here. Oh, this isn't as pretty. All right, nobody's going straight. I'm gonna have to slow her down a bit right behind this guy. Oh, this is cool. Very dark down here. And this is where I want to head right. If you ask me how I know where I'm going, I don't. I'm just trusting in my innate sense of direction. Most guys are like, oh, I know where I'm going, I don't need directions. I'm not that type of person. Oh yeah, there it is. We're behind Parliament Hill now. I'm not like that, but I actually have a really good sense of direction when it comes to north, south, east, and west. So if I know I need to head east, I can usually find my way through and get there, but man, that is a hell of a view from down here of Parliament Hill. I have never seen it from down here before. I love it. Paths aren't too bad around here either. Yeah. I'm really glad I decided to take this way. Laurier Street. Not quite where I want to go. So I'm going to cross on that bridge right there. So I know I need to make my way up here, but I want to go and see what it's like underneath the bridge down there. So I'm pretty sure that the pathway, oh shoot, I wanted that way, didn't I? Ah, it's okay. Looks like it's closed off underneath the bridge anyways. So, Alexander, this is my turn. I love that they've got those landmarks all like mapped out on the trail so you can figure out which way to go as it sort of winds through the area. And hello, museum. Last time I was here was with my family. My brother came down from BC, checked it out. They had some pretty cool exhibits inside. And the building looks pretty sweet on the outside too. So I'm not sure if this is, yes. let's go. So while all this construction's going on, this is open to 2 ways for bicycles and a bigger lane there for pedestrians. Kind of a neat experience here too. Now we're getting back into Ontario, and most people at this point would say, you know what, I'm gonna go to Parliament Hill, I'm gonna stop by the Eternal Flame, and that's gonna be where I go. I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna take the back road into down by where the Rideau Canal is. I'm gonna show you a view of Parliament Hill that not too many people outside of Ottawa really get to see. So we can go down here and just cross over the canal. And after I go down here and take the pathway down here, then I'm gonna go up to Parliament Hill and I'll stop by the Eternal Flame there. So this little pathway is something that, unless you've spent time living in the city of Ottawa, you're not gonna know this is down here. Now, there's a lot of trees that have grown in since the last time I was here. These are never fun to take your bike across, but I think the middle one is a little wider. Yep. Which is great because these bikes are not light. The last thing you want to do is go down there where it's not wide enough to walk and get your bike pushed at the same time. Let's roll. So that's the path I'm gonna be taking. This is one of the places where it's actually cooler in the fall or the spring, because then you don't have all of the trees there in the way. And I think the pathway is actually closed. Well, I guess it's the shorter way to Parliament Hill after all. I'm trying to remember if it's a set of stairs at the top of this or if there's a pathway. I think there might be a pathway, but like me, I just don't remember. It has been way, way, way too long. I was hoping to try to avoid this too, because there's a lot of people in this. Very, very touristy around here. I'm sure you can see why. I mean, it's just beautiful. Yeah. I knew it. I remembered right. It's a set of stairs if I want to go up here. Oh, do I really want to carry 75 pounds up the stairs? I mean, I can. Do I want to? I don't really want to, but I mean, I can. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. So this was a complete bust. Now, unfortunately, all the trail infrastructure around here I'm not as familiar with, so not sure if I can just sort of cycle up there. Yeah, it looks like I can. Beautiful. All right. I'll take this. This is cool. Well, I wasn't planning on being at this part of the city just quite yet. All right. There's the War Memorial. You always forget just how busy it is downtown when you live in a smaller city and spend most of your time out riding in the country. Right. So yeah, it's just a different experience. Here we go, Parliament Hill, and I can cross too, which is just great. There we go. You got to be respectful when you come to Parliament Hill. You don't want to be biking all around here. So get off your bike, walk it, take a minute, and just take in the scenery. That's what it's about. This is a destination. It's not a place where you want to rush. I guess they're doing a whole bunch of renovations or something. It's all kind of blocked off. I've been seeing that a lot the last couple of years, that the area kind of gets blocked off, but anyway, still neat that you can come down here and just sort of experience it. So I'll head over to the Eternal Flame. And the Eternal Flame is not looking so eternal anymore. I ended up here at the Eternal Flame, and I gotta say I'm really disappointed because if this is what they call eternal, then I wonder what they call temporary. Stuff like that makes me laugh. Let's get right down by the canal, I think. Is it doable? I'm gonna say no. This is part of the learning experience of these different trails. That's where I want to be, is down there. So I need to figure out how to get off of this and onto that. Like, why put up barriers? Anyway, since then, I try to take the paths whenever I can. But this is just a neat little experience. All right, let's go. Well,